Hello, YouTubers. Hello, world. 7 weeks in for the convicted stalker, so I thought we'd do a video, kind of a sit-rep, situation report, 7 weeks in. Firstly, Alex Belfield. He's not appealing. Let me explain something to you. A prisoner, when sent to prison, is automatically categorised as a Category B prisoner. Everyone goes in and then is evaluated. Some go up to Cat A, depending on what they've done, who they are, what's going on in the background. And sometimes people with money are upgraded to keep them safe in prison. Doesn't matter the length of sentence. Sometimes they allow them to go up to a Cat A for many different reasons. But ordinarily, they're reduced to a Cat C. So I know that some people have put Chinese whispers or YouTube whispers. They put videos up and said, "Oh, Cat C, he'll be in an open prison next." I think you'll find that there is no guarantee that he will be given to an open prison. So from what I hear and what I see, Alex Belfield is in a Category C prison. Now, what that means for him is, and I've never been to jail, and I'm presuming neither have you, but there will be many people watching this that have, so we'll be able to corroborate what I'm about to say. When you're inside, all of your mail, in and out, so if you receive a letter and then reply with a letter, that is monitored, all of it. If you receive a letter, you don't receive the letter. You get a photocopy of the letter, and the letter that comes in is kept on record. And they look at everything that you write. See, you know, if people want to use codes to say send more drugs, or they use letters to get information out, unless they've got the Enigma machine, it will be picked up. Ordinarily, I'm suggesting that yes, some things would get through. It's prison. Some very clever people inside prison. But all your mail is read and monitored, photocopied. Phones, well, when you go in, you have to give them a list of numbers. And those list of numbers are ratified. It's called your friends and family list. And all of them are checked by the security team. So when Alex Belfield first arrived, he would have had to have given them a list of numbers that he would like, or people he would like to speak to on particular telephone numbers, including his legal team. They would be put on a friends and family list. Now, prison staff can listen to and record most types of calls. I think the calls with your legal advisors are not normally recorded or not normally listened into. And Alex will be allowed one free 30-minute video call per month, as well as the one free video call and the letters coming in and out that you can receive and reply to. You can have 2 1-hour visits every 4 weeks. So that's sort of the situation that Alex now finds himself in 7 weeks into his 2 years, 9 months sentence. Section 40D of the 1952 Prisons Act and Section 23 of the Offender Management Act 2007 says, it makes possession without authorization of a device capable of transmission or reception of images, sounds or information by electric communications, including a mobile phone, inside a prison, an offence. And as of May 2022, from the Crown Prosecution website, the maximum penalty is 24 months. And I've seen lots of people say, 7 years, 7 years. If you have a mobile phone in prison and you get found out, 7 years. No, as of May 2022, it's 2 years. Is that something you would risk? We'll wait and see. I very much doubt whether Alex Belfield will ever have a mobile phone inside, because I think that he's the kind of character that really couldn't contemplate being caught and having another 2 years added on to his already 2 years, 9 months. Just to give you a quick catch-up, the Voice of Reason YouTube channel demonetized obviously a while ago, but when Alex was sentenced, there were 373,000 subscribers. As of today, it's 350,000 subscribers. 23,000 have kind of meandered off or made a conscious decision they didn't want anything more to do with him. More interestingly, at one point, he had well over 12,000 videos on his Voice of Reason YouTube channel. I think it was about 12,300 or so. Then when he was sentenced, it was 6,300. So he'd gotten rid of a lot of evidence of what he used to do. But today it stands at 6,054, and it's been 6,054 for quite a while. Within a week or two of him going inside, they sanitized his channel. Now, the thing that I can't understand is why they would do that. Why would you sanitize a channel that's already been demonetized? What do you think? I'm asking your opinion. You're quite welcome to write it in the comments. Me? Well, the video that he uploaded when he went inside, after he was taken down to the cells and away to jail, was his I'll be back video. Why would he take that down after instructing others to upload it? Oh, I'm sure that's going to come out soon. Now, Alex Belfield has submitted a request to be allowed to appeal his sentence. So, I'll spell it out for you. This is not an appeal. This is not an appeal. And I'll say it again, just so you get it. If you're hard of thinking, this is not an appeal. Cheers, Scotty. This is an appeal to appeal his sentence. Now, it's in its very early stages. It'll go to the Court of Appeal, obviously. And I understand that the request to appeal the sentence, the submission, is around count 5. Now, count 5, the court was advised that it was a maximum of 5 years. Actually, as I've said to you in a previous video, it was 10 years. This kid was staring down the barrel of a gun of 21 years inside prison. 21. The 2 stalking was 10 years apiece maximum, and the 2 simple stalking was 6 months apiece maximum. The Crown Barrister made no submission that this sentence was inappropriate or unduly lenient. Mr. Justice Saney said, overall, a proportionate sentence and principle of totality would not have been higher. In other words, in layman's language, either way I did this, I would not have given him a higher sentence. So if you're inside and you go, actually, they made that mistake, or I think my sentence was a bit too high, what is the process? Well, you can appeal against your conviction, your sentence, or both. This, I'll tell you again, he is requesting permission to appeal against sentence. We don't know exactly what the wording is. You have no automatic right to appeal in a Crown Court sentence. No automatic right. There must be a good reason, or what they call the Wiggies call grounds. Once submitted, a Crown Court judge will sit there and consider all the documents available, and the Crown Court judge on his own will decide whether or not to grant permission or leave to appeal. So it's a single Crown Court judge. If it's granted, it goes before 3 court judges under the Criminal Appeal Act of 1968. There is a loss of time direction, which means that the time served could be added on. But let me give you a little aside. By the time Alex Belfield comes out or is released from prison, the maximum sentence for a breach of a restraining order might have changed from 5 years. Now, I know there's papers going through the Houses of Parliament currently, which may mean that will change. So I've already said to you in a previous video, Alex Belfield, if he, for a single breach, for one, he gets 5 years. There's 8 people. If there's a breach each for the 8 people, that's 40 years he will go back in for. Not sure he's going to want to do that, do you? So all Alex is doing, and this is to stop the Chinese, the YouTube whispers we'll call them rather than Chinese whispers. He's not appealing. He's not. He's requesting permission to appeal. And that'll go to a Crown Court judge. The Crown Court judge will say yay or nay. And look, there's only 2 options. He either won't or he will. The Crown Court judge, obviously. Now, if I'd been a friend of Alex, I would have said to him, you've done the crime, do the time. Get your head down and just grind it out. Because I don't think a Crown Court judge is going to look at the paperwork and go, there's grounds there. There's grounds for adding time on, because in some circles they say that the judge was unduly lenient. And a Crown Court judge can think, well, hang on, that sentence is not quite where it should be. I'm hoping that the judge bats it back and says, no, there's no grounds, no leave for appeal. Just do the time. Because there's every chance that if it goes in front of 3 Crown Court judges or court judges, that it will be increased. And that's not going to be very good for his mental health. I promise you. So my advice, head down, do your time. I doubt you'll be given leave to appeal. And if it is granted, I believe the sentence will be increased. So, to Alex or his supporters, save your money. Lawyers, solicitors, barristers, legal, it's a rich man's game. And sure as eggs are eggs, if you want to lose a lot of money, start hiring some solicitors, because they'll take your money all day long and you might not get a positive outcome. Oh, and if you understand this, straw man is not a defence either. My name's Adrian Allen. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, but most of all your indulgence. I'll see you in the next video.